Let me ask you about something else. You really ripped your fellow Republican Rand Paul in an op-ed in Saturday's Washington Post. You said, your words, Obama's policies have certainly led us to this dangerous point in Iraq and Syria, but Paul's brand of isolationism, or whatever term he prefers, would compound the threat of terrorism even further. Well, he responded today. He said, unlike Governor Perry, I am opposed to sending American troops back into Iraq. I support continuing our assistance to the government of Iraq. I support using advanced technology to prevent ISIS from becoming a threat. I also want to stop sending U.S. and arms to Islamic rebels in Syria who are allied with ISIS, something Governor Perry doesn't even address. I asked Governor Perry how many Americans should send their sons and daughters to die for a foreign country, a nation the Iraqis won't defend for themselves. He really takes exception to your criticism. What is your response to what he says?
Well, I agree with him that it is the failed policies of this administration that find ourselves in this really bad position that we're in today, not unlike the failed policies on the border with Mexico and Texas that is causing this issue with all of these unaccompanied alien children that we're seeing flooding into the border. But back to that part of the world, we have allies there in the form of Israel and Jordan that expect us to stand with them, to help them. They are very nervous because they've seen this president talk about red lines that he was going to draw in the ground, and then those red lines mean nothing. I disagree with Senator Paul's representation of what America should be doing, and when you read his op-ed in the Wall Street Journal, he talks about basically what I consider to be isolationist policies, and America can no longer come back onto the continental United States and draw a red line around the shore of America and think that we're somehow or another not going to be impacted. We must engage and tactically, thoughtfully, using the assets that we have against ISIS to keep these individuals from being able to create an Islamic state in that part of the world that will put Jordan and put Israel's literal future in jeopardy. And we need to send clear messages and powerful messages. The idea that I'm for opening up the gates and sending multiple numbers of American troops back into harm's way, I bet is a bit of a stretch. As a veteran, as an individual who has deployed hundreds and thousands of U.S. National Guard, Texas National Guard troops to Iraq and Afghanistan over the course of the last decade, I understand as well as anyone the concept of putting our young people in harm's way. We need a strategy that is sound. We need a strategy that when we say we're going to do something, we do it, and our allies, again, can trust us, and our enemies fear us.